Good morning, students. Today we will discuss about derivative of inverse function. Derivative of inverse function. Inverse function means sine inverse x, cos inverse x, tan inverse x, like this. So firstly write the derivative of sine inverse x to cosec inverse x. So dy dx of sine inverse x, dy dx of sine inverse x, it is equal to 1 upon under root 1 minus x square, where mod of x less than 1. Mod of x less than 1 means value of x will lie in this interval minus 1 to 1, open interval minus 1 1. It is not equal to 1. Actually sine inverse x is defined for mod of x less or equal to 1. But if x will be 1, then 1 minus 1 will be 0. It will be undefined. Okay. So domain of differentiability is minus 1 to 1 closed interval. At x is equal to 1, it is undefined, derivative is undefined. So domain of differentiability is closed open interval minus 1 to 1. But domain of sine inverse x is mod of x less or equal to 1. Means x will belong minus 1 to 1, like this. But here for x is equal to 1, it is not differentiable, undefined. That's why it is written here mod of x less than 1. Mod of x less than 1 means x lie in the interval minus 1 to 1, open interval. Minus 1 and 1 both are not included here. Next one is d by dx of cos inverse x. It is minus 1 upon under root 1 minus x square. Mod of x again less than 1. Means x belongs minus 1 to 1. It is domain of differentiability. D by dx of tan inverse x, 1 upon 1 plus x square. Here x belongs to all the real numbers. For all the real numbers it is differentiable. D by dx of cot inverse x, it is minus 1 upon 1 plus x square. Again it is differentiable for all the real numbers. Next is d by dx of sec inverse x. So it is equal to 1 upon mod of x under root x square minus 1. Here mod of x greater than 1. Domain of sec inverse is x is mod of x greater or equal to 1. But for equal to 1, it is not differentiable. So only for greater than 1. In practice, we use d by dx of sec inverse x is equal to 1 by x under root x square minus 1. Here x greater than 1. In practice, we use this result. Derivative of sec inverse x is 1 upon x under root x square minus 1. It is understood here x is greater than 1. And when we write d by dx of cosec inverse x, we have to put minus sign here. Minus 1 upon x under root x square minus. So for cosec inverse x, minus 1 upon x under root x square minus 1, x greater than 1. Mod of x greater than 1 means what? X will lie minus infinity to minus 1 union 1 to infinity. This is the meaning of mod of x greater than 1. means x is less than minus 1 and greater than 1. X is less than minus 1, so less than minus 1 means from minus 1 to minus infinity, and greater than 1 means 1 to infinity. Minus 1 to 1, this interval is not included here. So these are domain of differentiability. These are what? These are domain of differentiability. It is domain of differentiability. Domain of differentiability. So sin inverse x derivative is 1 upon under root 1 minus x square. Domain of differentiability is minus x belongs to minus 1 to 1. Cos inverse x, same domain. Tan inverse and cot inverse, same. X belongs to all the real numbers. And for sec inverse and cosec inverse, this is the domain of differentiability. So these are the results of derivative of inverse functions. So before starting the problems, firstly we have to understand some properties of inverse functions. We have to apply the properties to differentiate the inverse function. So see the properties. Properties of inverse function. Properties of inverse see the first property. Sin inverse x plus cos inverse x is equal to pi by 2. Tan inverse x plus cot inverse x, it is also equal to pi by 2. Sec inverse x plus cosec inverse x is equal to pi by 2. So sin inverse x plus cos inverse x pi by 2. Tan inverse x plus cot inverse x pi by 2. And sec inverse x plus cosec inverse x is also pi by 2. So what is domain here? In this case, mod of x less or equal to 1 means minus 1 less or equal to x less or equal to 1. That is, x belongs to this interval, closed interval minus 1. Tan inverse x plus cot inverse x is pi by 2. It is true for all the real numbers. And sec inverse x plus cosec inverse pi by 2, mod of x greater or equal to 1. So one result is this one: sin inverse x plus cos inverse x, tan inverse x plus cot, sec inverse plus cosec inverse pi by 2. Second one, see the reciprocal relation. What are the reciprocal relation? Cosec inverse x cosec inverse x is equal to sin inverse 1 by x. Sec inverse x is equal to cos inverse 1 by x. Here again mod of x greater or equal to 1. And cot inverse x, it is equal to tan inverse 1 by x if x greater than 0, and this will be equal to pi plus tan inverse 1 by x if x less than 0. Tan inverse 1 by x if x greater than 0, and pi plus tan inverse 1 by x if x less than 0. So we have to use these properties in the problem. So you have to learn it. These are the reciprocal relation, and this one sin inverse x plus cos inverse x pi by 2, tan inverse plus cot inverse, sec inverse plus cosec inverse, it is pi by 2. Right, next, the third property. See the third property. Sin inverse sin x is equal to x. Cos inverse cos x x. Tan inverse tan x is equal to x. Cot inverse cot x is equal to x. Sec inverse sec x is equal to x. And cosec inverse cosec x, it is also equal to x. So sin inverse sin x is equal to x. Here x will lie in this interval minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. Cos inverse cos x is equal to x. What will be x? X belongs to this interval 0 to pi, closed interval. Tan inverse tan x is equal to x. X belongs to open interval minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. Minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. And cot inverse cot x x belongs to open interval 0 to pi. Sin inverse sin x is equal to x, where x belongs to this interval. Cos inverse cos x is equal to x lies in this interval. Similarly, cot inverse cot x is equal to x belongs to open interval 0 to pi. Next, sec inverse sec x. So x belongs to 0 to pi by 2 union pi by 2 to pi. 0 to pi by 2 in this interval and pi by 2 to pi. And for cosec inverse x belongs to minus pi by 2 to 0. We have to put sign of open interval from the side 0 union 0 to pi by 2. So what is the domain here? X belongs to 0 to pi except pi by 2. 0 to pi, but pi by 2 is not included. Minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2, but 0 is not included. So minus pi by 2 to 0, union 0 to pi by 2. So sin inverse sin x is equal to x, tan inverse tan x is equal to x, like this. So I have told here many properties are there, many properties of inverse functions are there, but some useful properties that we can apply in the problems we have mentioned here. So you have to learn it. Now we will see some questions from the exercise 5.7. So let us see some questions from the exercise 5.7. So 5.7. The first question is find the domain of differentiability. When I was writing the formula for the derivative of the sin inverse, cos inverse, tan inverse to cosec inverse, we have mentioned the domain of the differentiability. So you can write directly domain of the differentiability of sin inverse x. So what is domain of differentiability of sin inverse x? Minus 1 to 1, open interval minus 1 to 1. cos inverse x same -1 to 1, tan inverse x whole the real number. So we have already written it, what is the domain of differentiability, so you can write the answer directly. Let us see question number 2. Find the derivative of the following functions. So question number 2, see the third part, under root sine inverse 2x. Exercise 5.7, question number 2, third part. Let y is equal to under root sine inverse 2x. We have to differentiate it. So firstly we will write it sine inverse 2x to the power 1 by 2. Write it in the exponential form. Okay. After that we will apply here chain rule. After that we will apply here chain rule. So differentiate dy by dx. How we can apply here? We will use the result dy dx of x to the power n. What we write? N into x to the power n minus. Derivative of x to the power n is n into x to the power n minus 1. So what is in place of x here? Sine inverse 2x. And power n is 1 by 2. So we will write here 1 by 2. In place of x, this one. So sine inverse 2x whole to the power n minus 1. So 1 by 2 minus. So firstly we have differentiated the power function. Now power is removed. After that we have to differentiate this one, sine inverse 2x. Right here dy dx of sine inverse 2x. So we can write it 1 by 2 sine inverse 2x to the power minus 1 by 2. What is the derivative of sine inverse x? In place of x, 2x is there. So firstly differentiate sine inverse, then we will differentiate 2x. We know that d by dx of sine inverse x is 1 upon under root 1 minus x square. But in place of x, 2x is there. Write here 1 upon under root 1 minus 2x square. What is in place of x? 2x. And in the formula 1 minus x square. So write 1 minus 2x square. So derivative of sine inverse is completed. Now we have to differentiate 2x. So d by dx of 2x. So we have applied here chain rule. Make the power positive. So we will take it in the denominator. So it will be 2 into under root sine inverse 2x into 1 by under root 1 minus 4x square. 1 minus 4x square. And what is the derivative of 2x? 2 is constant. And derivative of x is 1. 2 is constant. So take it outside. Differentiate x with respect to x. Its differentiation is 1. So these 2 cancel with 2. So we will write here 1 upon under root 1 minus 4x square into sine inverse 2x. So this is the derivative of under root sine inverse 2x. See the last part, question number 2, last part. Question number 2, 6th part. So it is given y is equal to tan inverse x whole square. y is equal to tan inverse x whole square. So differentiating with respect to x, dy by dx is equal to, we have to differentiate it, d by dx tan inverse x whole square. Again we will apply here this result, d by dx of x to the power n into x to the power n minus. In place of x here tan inverse x. In place of x tan inverse x. Power n is 2. Write here 2 into x to the power 2 minus. So 2 into x means this. So tan inverse x to the power 2 minus. Firstly we have differentiated this power. Now we will differentiate this inner function tan inverse x. Inner function tan inverse x. So it is 2 tan inverse x, and tan inverse x derivative is 1 upon 1 plus x square. We have written the formula, derivative of tan inverse x is 1 upon 1 plus x square. So 2 tan inverse x upon 1 plus x square. So this is the derivative of tan inverse x whole square. Tan inverse x whole square. So it was question number 2. We have done 2 parts from question number 2. Now let us see question number 3. First part, sec inverse cosec x. Sec inverse cosec x. Question number 3, first part, let y is equal to sec inverse cosec x. We have to differentiate it. We know that what sec inverse sec x is equal to x. In the property we have studied sec inverse sec x is equal to x, where mod of x greater or equal to 1. So we have to change this cosec x in terms of sec x. Write this cosec x in terms of sec x so that we can apply this property. So how we can change cosec x into sec x? We know that sec 90 minus theta, pi by 2 minus x. Sec 90 minus theta is cosec theta. So sec pi by 2 minus x, it is cosec x. Now it has become sec inverse sec x. Sec inverse sec x. Sec inverse sec x is what? X. So what will be this one? In place of x, pi by 2 minus x. So it is pi by 2 minus x. So now y is equal to pi by 2 minus x. Differentiate it. Differentiate. So dy by dx. This one is constant. Pi by 2 constant. Derivative is 0. And derivative of x is 1. So minus 1 is the answer. Then pi by 2 is a constant, so its differentiation will be 0. X derivative is 1, so it is minus 1. So derivative of sec is inverse cosec x is minus 1. Let us see question number 4th second. Question number 4th second. Let y is equal to fx is equal to sin inverse x plus sec inverse 1 by x. It is given fx is equal to sin inverse x plus sec inverse 1 by x. And we have to find what? F dash x. F dash x means derivative of fx. Here x greater than 0. So f dash x we have to find. So before finding the derivative, let us simplify it. Sin inverse x. Change sec inverse into cos inverse by the reciprocal relation. So see the property, how we can change sec inverse and cos inverse. So it will be cos inverse, take the reciprocal of 1 by x. Sec inverse 1 by x, we can write cos inverse x. And we know that sin inverse x plus cos inverse x is pi by 2. It is also the property, sin inverse x plus cos inverse x is pi by 2. So here we can write pi by 2. So fx is equal to pi by 2. Now differentiating with respect to x. So what will be f dash x? Pi by 2 is constant. Pi by 2 is a constant, so derivative will be 0. So if we change sec inverse into cos inverse, we have to take the reciprocal of this. 1 by x reciprocal is x. So it was question number 4, second part. Now we will see question number 5th, second part. Next question, question number 5th, second. See question number 5th, second part. Y is equal to sin inverse cos x. Y is equal to sin inverse cos x plus 3 cosec inverse sec x. And we have to find dy by dx. Again we know that sin inverse sin x is what? X. So we have to apply this property. Sin inverse sin x is equal to x. Here sin inverse is there, but here cos x is there. So we will change cos x in terms of sin x. Similarly, cosec inverse cosec x is equal to x. But here sec x. So we have to convert sec x into cosec x. How we can change it? Sin inverse, in place of cos we can write sin pi by 2 minus x. We know that sin 90 minus theta is cos theta. So sin pi by 2 minus x is cos x. Plus 3 cosec inverse, right here cosec pi by 2 minus x. Cosec 90 minus x is sec x. So sin inverse sin theta is theta. So pi by 2 minus x we can write. Sin inverse sin x is equal to x. So what is x here? Pi by 2 minus x. Plus 3 cosec inverse cosec x is also x. So it is pi by 2 minus x. So pi by 2 minus x, open this bracket, 3 pi by 2 minus 3x. Pi by 2 plus 3 pi by 2, 4 pi by 2 minus 4x. 4 pi by 2 minus 4x. We can cancel here, it will come 2 pi. So differentiating with respect to x. Now differentiate it. So left side we will write dy by dx. This one is constant. So what will be derivative? 0. Derivative of minus 4x. So 4 is constant. Derivative of x is 1. So it is only minus 4. 4 is constant. Derivative of x is 1. So it is minus 4. Now we will take the last question. See question number 6 first part. Question number 6 first part. Let y is equal to x tan inverse x. We have to differentiate x tan inverse. So here we see that it is the product of two functions. X is the first function, tan inverse x is second function. So we will apply here product rule. We will apply here product rule. So differentiate it, write dy by dx. What is the product rule? First function means x into derivative of second function tan inverse x plus second function tan inverse x into derivative of first function, that is x. X into what is derivative of tan inverse x? 1 upon 1 plus tan inverse x, and derivative of x is 1. So we can write it x upon 1 plus x square plus tan inverse x. So we can apply here product rule to differentiate it. Question number 6 first part. So try to do some questions yourself. We will continue this exercise in the next video. Okay, thank you class.